Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever.
The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society.
We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share.
It's the great unifier, our one universal truth.
That no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing. Love is what we're doing right. That's why we're both standing here. And that's why you are all here to watch us stand up here.
You have all traveled a great distance to Costa Rica, and for that, Erin and Ben are extremely grateful on this important day.
We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others are long.
Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part.
There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing.
We need direction.
And others that are exciting and full of adventure. And that brings us here, a time to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that have brought us here.
Erin and Ben met at Doc's Marina Grill almost 12 years ago.
After being friends for 6 years, Erin finally let me take her out on our first date.
The 3 a.m. premiere of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
After that, Erin went on her world adventure while I continued my studies at Seattle University and Universidad Iberoamericana.
Even though these two were apart for nearly 9 months, Erin described this chapter of their love story as the getting to really know you phase. While they were on separate continents, they would talk on the phone almost every day. That's when they discovered that what they had was truly special. With their hours upon hours of phone conversations, Erin and Ben realized that they both wanted love, a family someday, and to live life to the fullest. Upon reuniting in Seattle, the two moved in together and have been inseparable since.
And that brings us here.
To look ahead to all the moments that are still to come.
You're all here because you want those moments for us. Our friends and family are here to hope with us, to support us, to be proud of us, and to remind us that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story.
It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment.
Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged.
But mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments.
Falling asleep next to each
Falling
other.
asleep next to each other.
Making dinner together.
Spending
holidays with our families.
Spending holidays with our families.
Getting a big hug when I get home from work.
Getting a big hug when I get home from work. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try and explain it.
That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described.
But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes.
We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it.
And I believe that everyone can see it here. Falling in love is an all-consuming task, a lifelong endeavor. The journey we as human beings have been preparing for all of our lives.
Loving someone is a reason to stretch beyond our limits, to become more for the sake of the other.
Our marriage today is the public and legal joining of our souls that have already been united as one in our hearts.
As we enter into marriage, we do so with thought and reverence. Marriage will allow us a new environment to share our lives together, standing together to face life in the world hand in hand.
Marriage is going to expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and deepen your love for one another.
We give thanks for the past which brought us to this place, and look forward with hope to what the future will bring.
So let our marriage be a time of waking each morning and falling in love with each other all over again.
Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years.
Shortly, we shall say a few words that will take us across a threshold of life, and things between us will never quite be the same. For after today, we shall say to the world, "This is my husband.
This is my wife."
You ready? Ben, do you take Erin to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Erin, do you take Ben to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall live?
I do."
The rings, please. A ring is an unbroken circle, a symbol of unity and love, representative of the greater circle of life of which we all spiritually are part of, having neither beginning nor end, but a continuous cycle of which the two of you are an element.
I give you my love and my trust.
I give you my love and
Acceptance
trust,
and respect.
acceptance and respect, and I promise to be faithful to you
as long as I live.
for as long as I live.
I now pronounce you. Oh, let's get those rings on. Hold on a minute. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.